everybody? Welcome to the Common Game Movie Show. My name is Deshaun, and today I'm here to give you a classic horror. Now, this is a movie that not a lot of people have seen and not a lot of people consider a horror movie. Jennifer's Body. Now, Jennifer's Body is a movie that a lot of people didn't like it. Like, a lot of people still don't like it. And it was very conflicting to me to even admit that I liked this movie. Because I went to see Jennifer's Body 2009, by the way, when I was a kid, man. I was young, man. I had to be like 15, something like that. I can't remember, but I was definitely young, and I went to see this movie to see because the way the promotion was like Megan Fox is hot. Like, literally, that was the promotion for this movie, is Megan Fox is hot. And at the time, Megan Fox was like the hottest chick thing going. Like, she really was steamy, especially if you saw those Transformers movies. Not good movies, but damn was she hot and damn was she fine in them. But, so I went to this movie thinking I'm going to see, because it's rated R, so I'm thinking I might see something. So I go into this movie, not literally the theaters, like I see it at home. I'm going to watch this movie thinking I'm about to see Megan Fox, maybe, something. And what happens, and lo and behold, this is kind of almost the same experience I had with Taken. Where if you saw my review of Taken, my classic action review of Taken, I said that I didn't expect much of it, and then when I saw it, I was like, wow, that was a lot better than what I thought. Same thing with Jennifer's Body. I went into it to maybe see a naked Megan Fox. I came out of it going, holy shit, that was a creative, interesting, fun, sometimes sort of scary horror movie. It was different. It was cool. I liked it. I ended up liking Megan Fox more because I'm like, well, fuck, maybe Megan Fox can act. Because at that point, I didn't think she was a very good actress. Still don't think she's a very good actress. Maybe that was just a bleep on the radar. But I was like, dang, this is a really different horror movie. And to this day, I still appreciate that movie for what it was. It really was a different kind of horror movie. And the story is about, the main character of it is this high school girl named Needy. Now, Needy is best friends with Jennifer, played by Megan Fox. And they're like total opposites. Needy is nerdy, wears the glasses, she's not, exactly, she's had like the same boyfriend for like, forever, like it's they're the exact opposites. She wears sweaters and shit, while Jennifer is the popular girl, the head cheerleader, the hottest chick in the school, has the jock boyfriend, has the high things, has all these high friends. And you really, and like the whole thing that they play up there is you don't honestly get why these two are friends. Like, it's like, it doesn't logically make sense why these two would be friends. Because like, you guys are on total opposite sides. But genuinely, they really do care about each other and, and love each other. And, they lean on each other. And, like, it's played up for a little bit. In the beginning, you kind of start thinking maybe something, because you don't know at that point. At that point, you just know, if you've seen the trailer or something happens to Megan Fox and she becomes some man-eating beat thing. But you don't know what it is. Like, in the back of your mind, you're like, maybe she's just a dick. Maybe she just goes off and becomes a dick to her. But that's not what happens. That's not really what happens, but that's not how it goes. But anyways, like, yeah, they're opposites, but they're still friends, And it's sort of kind of hinted that maybe, I guess kind of hinted, kind of. By the end, I don't think that's what the case, but it was kind of hinted that perhaps the reason that Jennifer kept Needy around so much is so that she could be a reminder of how good she is. Like, so she could be like that, It's just like kind of just a reminder of how good she is. But, I digress. It might not be that. But, they're the best friends. They're hanging out. They go to this bar, I believe. I believe it was a bar. And this band's playing there. They're like this local group. And, they're having fun. Crazy thing happens. Bar fire happens. Bad bar fire. Needy and Jennifer barely get out. Some people die in this bar fire. You don't know what the fuck's going on. All you know is they're in the middle of nowhere. This fire's going up, and Jennifer is just fucked up. She is shocked. She's fucked up. She saw people die. Like, some people burned alive. I think she saw some people burned alive. She is screwed up. And one of the band members go, look, it's crazy, girls. How about we give you a lift home? Needy, being logical, is like, no, I'm not hopping in the band with these creepy people. And but Jennifer And like they have this interesting relationship. They really do. They make the movie. Needy and Jennifer have this interesting, fascinating relationship where you debate if how much does Jennifer actually care about Needy. And like throughout the movie, you're wondering that. And in the end, you realize exactly what it really is, exactly what Jennifer thinks of her. But throughout the course of the movie, you're really wondering that, and you're like, I think she cares about her. But, you know, stuff just keeps happening. But needless to say, Jennifer jumps in the back of this van with these guys, goes off. Turns out this band are occults, or devil worshippers who got some demon book and decided to sacrifice a virgin to get, you know, fortune. Sacrifice a virgin to the devil to get fortune. Now, the spell would have worked perfectly. Problem is, Jennifer wasn't a virgin. So while they did get the fortune that they desired, literally, these scumbags made a song about the fire that they started. Because it turns out they're the ones who started that fire. These scumbags made a song about the fire they started and got popular big time off of it. How fucked up is that? But the kicker is, since Jennifer wasn't a virgin, this demon, it allowed her body to be, I want to say, like, it's not consumed, it's almost like a succubus, like, attached itself to her. Because Jennifer's still in control. It's not like another being is controlling her, because she can make the logical decision not to do certain things. It's almost like something it's almost like the world's most deadliest tapeworm. Like something is in her that is starving, and she is starving, and she has to eat people. Which is the angle that they took with it, which I thought was a very fun angle. Which is the idea, like at a certain point, long story short, she turns into this succubus and she started to eat people. But the thing about her is, and you know, you can read up lore on succubuses and and things of that nature, and it's like they make you the most beautiful version of yourself. You're supposed to be alluring, so you can eat a motherfucker. But the thing about her is they make it pretty clear later in the movie, like pretty much midway through the movie, that Jennifer doesn't want to kill people. Jennifer doesn't want to kill anyone. She doesn't want to kill people. She doesn't want to eat these people. The thing is, at a certain point, she tries to not do it, and her hair's falling out. She looks sickly. She's sickly. She's spitting up blood. Her nails, literally, if she doesn't eat people, she will slowly die. And you gotta imagine a 16, 17-year-old girl, future ahead of her, starving. I mean, haven't eaten in 7 days steak right in front of you, starving. The movie does a really good job, at least in my opinion, of really making you feel, at least at a certain point, sympathetic for Jennifer. Just at least a little sympathetic for her. It's just like, she's gotta do this shit. She kinda got no choice but to eat people. You feel bad for the guys, and at the time it reinforced in my brain canon that, yeah, if a girl that beautiful walks up to you, either two things is happening. It's too good to be true, or she wants to eat you. Because there was definitely a scene where this one nerdy guy walks up to her and have the courage to talk to her, and she's just like, yeah, sure, let's meet up. And then she eats his ass, and I was like, damn, sucks, man. But, because he thought he was getting lucky, too, because, like, she met him in this abandoned house, there was nobody nearby, he's thinking, I'm about to get lucky. Nope, you got eaten. But yeah, man, she killed this one guy who was grieving about his best friend who died. Like, it's, it's a fairly, and she's a terrifying creature. She's super strong, she can heal, she can fly, she can do all kinds of shit, man. But the cool thing about it is, as long as she eats people, she's constantly beautiful. Megan Fox. She's constantly beautiful. She doesn't have to actually do anything. She doesn't have to actually, what's the word I'm looking for? She doesn't have to put on makeup. It's as if it's kind of that vampire thing. I don't know if you've seen that, but old school vampires used to be like that. It used to be like, oh, as long as you're drinking blood and shit, you really have to put on makeup and stuff. It was on. You just look like, I don't know why, but I sort of like the concept of becoming this enticing animal, this enticing creature that somehow makes you like the most physically beautiful. I love the idea that becoming a vampire makes you the most beautiful physical version of yourself, because you're supposed to be enticing. And I love the idea that this succubus like when it got in Jennifer, made her the most enticing version of herself to lure people in. Mostly men. You notice she does not kill women, and I think that that's a thing with succubuses. They do not kill. Like, I don't think female like succubuses kill women. I think they simply the thing I heard was they turn women, which is something that happens near the tail end of this. But needless to say, she comes like the first like she's her and Needy starts to slowly figure out what the hell she is and slowly figure out that she has to stop her best friend. It's an emotional thing. While Jennifer just wants to almost share the experience with Needy. Like Jennifer almost, you know, Jennifer almost it's a weird thing they got going on there. It's a weird thing. Near the tail end of it, you realize that Jennifer always cared about Needy. She could have easily have killed Needy or done something, but she chose not to because she loves Needy. And in fact, when she had no hate in her heart when Needy stabbed her. Like Needy kills Jennifer in the end. All she does is bite her. And turns out that's how succubuses make other succubuses, is by biting a woman, and it makes you another succubus. But also, this movie had one of the all-time best endings. Near the end, Needy succubus's powers pop in because she's in a crazy. Because in the beginning, it starts off and she's in a crazy home. It's one of those movies where it starts at the end. It's just like, oh, she's in a crazy home, so some crazy shit must have happened for her to get in this crazy home. And you know, it ends with her in the crazy home. Except all of a sudden, her succubus powers kick in. She breaks out the crazy home, hunts down the fuckers who killed Jennifer and ruined her life, and viciously murders them. Only regret, he didn't get to see it. They deserved every bit they got. It was an interesting, different take on the horror genre. It was sexy. It was funny at times. It was scary at times. It was a cool monster. It was a cool monster. And like, there's something about a monster that just, you know, that's alluring. That's why I like vampires and whatnot. There's something about those kind of monsters that I dig. Those monsters that are alluring, these predators that can suck you in. And you know, and there was definitely probably a commentary on judging a book by its cover, because those guys just thought Jennifer was a virgin simply because they were like, oh, because like that's exactly what those like the guitarist said. He was like, oh, I know girls like that. She's hot and whatnot, but she ain't putting out. You know, she's not putting out. She's definitely a virgin. And you know, there's definitely something in there about, you know, judging a woman by just the way they look and whatnot. And you know, and like it's kind of sad. And it was really sad in the end when Needy killed her. It was really sad because Jennifer didn't ask for any of this. And it's one of those first movies I saw when I was younger where I was like, that's sad. Jennifer didn't ask to be this thing. She didn't ask for these assholes to murder her. She didn't ask to be done. She didn't ask to be forced to either die or eat people. She didn't ask for any of this shit. And it's just the fucking deal she was dealt. It was the fucking raw deal she was dealt. And it sucks, but that's basically what it was. It was the raw deal she was dealt. And just all she could do, she did the best she could with it. And, you know, she stepped over the line a bit by going after Needy's boyfriend. I think she ended up killing her boyfriend in the end. But, you know, it was sad. It was sad in the end. But I enjoyed Jennifer's Body. I really think this is a movie that was very underrated. It didn't get the love it deserved when it came out. And, you know, it doesn't get the love it deserves now. It's not even one of those movies people talk about as classics. But, you know, I hope that someone at least will see this video and go give Jennifer's Body a shot. It's a really good movie. It's a really good horror movie. It's really fun. It's really clever. And I just overall enjoyed it. Thank you guys for joining the Comic Guy Movie Show. Please remember to like, subscribe. And have you ever seen Jennifer's Body? If I'm going to give you a suggestion this year, watch it. Thank you guys for joining the Comic Guy Movie Show. I'll see you in the next one.